Welcome back to Views of a Flick. I'm Will.I.am Defoe, aka Big Willie Style. That said,
What's happening?
Ron Jarobi.
You already know me.
And we here for Transformers Rise of the Beast. Directed by Stephen Cable, starring Anthony Ramos, Dominique Fishback, Luna Lauren Velez. That's who played his mama. Shout out her on Power also.
And New York Undercover.
Oh yeah, New York Undercover. The dude, the rapper Toby
Nwigwe,
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I don't really like him for real, but he cool.
What is the music? I mean, you don't like his music? Or
Yeah, I really don't like his music, for real.
He be spitting, but it's just like.
And Pete Davidson was in the movie. Ron Perlman, some other people. So we're gonna start off with Sid. What's your thoughts? Or do you want to give like your history with Transformers, like going into this movie?
I mean, I'm pretty sure if they watch us, they know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Transformers fan. If you don't know, yeah, I'm a Transformers fan.
How would they know that?
Because we've argued about it.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. OG Transformers fan.
Why the history though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just wanted,
OG Transformers fan.
I didn't know if you was going somewhere with it.
Just to go, his expectations going in.
You know, I'm going to go, like, I went into this movie. I had got a couple of reviews, non-spoiler, and people were saying that G1 fans, I'm a G1 Transformers fan.
Tell us what G1 mean. Is that generation?
Yeah, Generation 1.
You mean like from the 80s, from the like 50s? Or whenever that shit came out?
The 80s?
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
The 50s.
What said the 50s?
I know. I just know it was old. I don't know. I forget how old the movies go back.
But I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I love this movie. I've seen it twice.
Not ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In theaters?
Yeah.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't watch bootlegs.
I've seen it twice. I mean, I can see why I'm going to say a younger audience might not care for this too much because this movie leaned heavy on the G1 aspect of things. And,
did it?
Yeah. And if you were, and some people who are Beast War fans felt the look, you know what I'm saying, like they got the cold shoulder or something a little bit in this movie. But me, I absolutely love the movie. I seen people saying that they didn't understand the exosuit that he had on, but if you're a G1 fan, you know what I'm saying, what's understood ain't got to be explained. So,
well, let's explain something though, because I didn't know I didn't mind the suit.
And explain it.
I didn't mind the suit. He didn't have to explain it. I mean, wasn't nothing to explain. He got technology from the Transformer, and that's it.
Now,
but
I don't want to get off on the tangent. Go ahead.
Oh, that ain't a tangent. That's about the movie. I didn't know nothing about the suit. Mm-hmm. When I saw it, I thought it was a little G.I. Joe-ish, and then the end of the movie explained everything.
Hey, Ryan love to give the end right at the beginning of the spoiler. Right at the beginning of the review.
Spoiler review.
Hey, the suit, they did it differently. The suit didn't. The Transformers made it. You know what I'm saying? The suit. But this was in the first animated movie with when Unicron first showed up. The two humans in there had those exosuits like that. So there was a knock to that along with Unicron and stuff like that. So, like I said, the OG fans already knew, and you know, it was a nod to that. What was it, 1987? The year the movie came out, it was a nod to the movie, and so only difference is it wasn't a Transformer that broke down and the suit came from. They just built the suit and gave it to the humans. That's the only difference from the movie that is. But y'all know I enjoyed the movie. I want to hear y'all opinions on the movie.
You want
I go. To me, I like the third act. That's what I like about the movie. Mm-hmm. But before then, I was like, because I went in, it's called Rise of the Beast. I'm going in, I'm looking, what are y'all about to do? We didn't see them do shit to the third act, which I liked. I didn't know this was Generation 1 base. But I ain't have a problem with some of the stuff they was doing. I actually like the fact that they was knocking them niggas off. Like niggas was dying. When Bumblebee came back, that's the one thing about the third act I ain't like.
Was that they brought him back?
Yeah, it's like, why y'all bring him back? But
I mean,
I see they needed to. They needed to. But
I understood it story wise. But
I thought, but ain't this, is this not an origin? This not like.
Nah, this a reboot. This total reboot.
yeah, this is.
Oh, well,
what
then
they-
in that
this
case,
is
it
what
makes
they say?
sense. It makes sense in that.
This is what they say. It was 5 years after Bumblebee.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, y'all
so
should've
this
saw
this
Bumblebee.
this a
Well,
continuation of Bumblebee.
7 years.
But Bumblebee didn't when they brought him back. Don't he look like that in Bumblebee?
Yeah, what you mean?
Because before he
They
died,
didn't change how you look. Yeah, nah.
No, the Bumblebee movie, they official. That's the reboot.
what I'm asking is, because to me, the way he looked in Bumblebee was how he looked when he came back.
And this,
Yeah,
that's
he
how
looked different to me though. Like,
no, that's how he looked.
Because in the beginning they were showing his face. He didn't have a little shield down or whatever.
oh, maybe
Like he
that's
did
what
at
it
the
is. I'm about to say he looked different,
That's
but
probably what you talking about.
yeah,
But why didn't you like? You just didn't like them bringing them back. You just like kill them.
I'm like, what are we? I'm thinking they trying to phase out not phase out the old Transformers, but show us what Cheetor can do.
No. You see, what you just said is something that happened back in the 80s when they tried to phase characters out. That's basically what they did with this movie. Bumblebee had his own movie. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to bring Mirage in as another character that the kids can gravitate towards. But they learned from their mistakes with the first animated movie when they killed off all the old Transformers, including all the old Autobots. Well, Transformers and Autobots and Decepticons, including Optimus Prime. And they did it to bring in the new Transformers to phase them out.
That was one thing I didn't like about this movie too. Go ahead.
But it blew up in their face, and it had a negative reaction instead of the positive reaction that they thought it was. Because at the time, we were kids, we weren't adults. You know what I'm saying? So,
what was the Decepticons called in this? Because
They wasn't
Decepticons.
they was Terracons.
Terracons. Where they come from? That's OG shit. Generation 1 shit.
I thought they came from Unicron. I thought they was whatever.
No.
His shits was.
Scourge comes from Unicron.
Right.
But I'm trying, and the thing is, they took I think the Terracons is G1. They might be G1.
They gotta be.
But Scourge wasn't a Terracon. Scourge.
But I'm talking about the other ones. It was other people that was Terracon. I'm like, where the Decepticons?
Well, we haven't even gotten to the Decepticons yet.
I didn't know.
We 2 movies in and we ain't even seen Megatron, a glimpse of him.
Yeah, that was one. See, I didn't know they was rebooting shit. So this is basically a part of the origin. So now I might have a different take on the movie.
Have you seen Bumblebee?
I saw some of it. I didn't see the whole movie.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that's what y'all said.
Yeah, man, cool.
That's what y'all said.
It would have been cool to see Haley Steinfeld or John Cena in this one. I'm assuming John Cena is gonna be in the next one after the reveal at the end of the movie.
What, G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
John Cena wasn't part of G.I. Joe.
How about this?
I know, but I could see them
Recruiting him or something?
like recruiting them. Yeah, because I mean, you got a big name sitting right there. Why not use him?
I mean, he already a G.I. Joe fast, but
I mean, he
That's
technically
basically what he
already a G.I. Joe in this. It's just a different, name. But how about what y'all done?
No.
My thoughts.
I liked I guess Pete Davidson was cool. Who was that
Pete
character
Davidson's
name?
the best part of the movie.
Mirage. Yeah, he was cool.
He the best part of the movie. Outside of action.
Shit, I ain't think the action was shit for real. I liked a couple things. The movie it was cool. I don't know. I just expected more of the Beast. Since it's called Rise of the Beast, we didn't see them for real. So I'm a little bit at the beginning and then the third act.
Right.
So that was my disappointment.
Right.
But the movie wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad at all. I went to see the damn Beast Wars, and it's like, well, you said we ain't got to the Decepticons yet, so I know we better not see no damn. We better not have a sort of Dinobots.
What you mean?
Wasn't no Dinobots in there.
What you mean we been not saw no Dinobots?
I mean, Megatron was with the Dinobots. Well, one version of him. But that's what you saying. We ain't made it to Decepticons. I'm saying, well, that makes
Yeah.
me that
Dinobots was Autobots.
No. It was one nigga called Dinobot. What was
Yeah, his name was called Dinobot.
What was but he was with the bad people at first.
He was with the
whatever they called. I was expecting to see them, but now that you're saying we ain't even got the Decepticons, I know we ain't gonna see them. What was they weren't called?
I think they were called Terracons too, wasn't they?
I thought they was Dinobots for some reason.
Yeah, they were called Terracons too.
I thought they was Dinobots.
The thing is, Beast Wars is after G1. The Dino
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, Dinobots. That's a group of dinosaurs.
No, actually, it's only one. Well, I don't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
But I know
you
there's one
talking
dude
about
named Dinobot.
You talking about him? And,
but I thought the group. I could have. I forget what they was called. They was called something. I guess it wasn't.
Predacons.
Predacons. That's what they was called.
Yeah, Dinobot was a Predacon.
Yeah,
but
then
Dinobots, those were Autobots.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who them is. That was the people from the ones from Extinction.
Yeah, terrible.
Them niggas was trash.
They not that big, but Will.
All right, now outside of it being a summer blockbuster movie going in,
oh damn, I forgot something.
Just watching some good action, some okay action. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought outside of the action, I really ain't. It was cool, but the story of this movie is so. It's just so. How many Transformers movies have we got so far? What was it? Six of them?
This 7.
This 7. It feels like they've made 7 movies of them doing the same exact thing.
Well, now you said it's a reboot.
It's something here. They can use it to transform the Earth or whatever. We can't let them get it. The All Spark, whatever the other one was that they used. Damn, what was it called? It was some old.
I don't know,
shit.
but that's always been the premise.
And then this one.
Talk about the Matrix.
Yeah, the Matrix. It was like, all right, how many times we gonna do this? And
you said it was a reboot.
And you said that people felt shortchanged for the Beast, and you say that you were still looking for the rise of the Beast. If they, I don't want to call them stupid, but if they would stop focusing on humans, because I think that's the reason you didn't get none of that.
I know.
Because they steady trying to build up this dumb storyline with Anthony Ramos' character, his brother, and he on the walkie-talkie for no reason, trying to build up Dominique Fish. I like Dominique Fishback being in the movie. I liked her. She did a good job with what they gave her. I just thought after a certain point, after they went into the school and got the stuff, it felt like that they was just trying to shoehorn reasons for them to still be in the movie. Oh man, it's too small for us to get down there. Hey, we got them. No, they can go down there. No problem.
Convenient.
Why are you talking like a slave?
I totally get what you saying. The characters just stuck around for just to move the plot along in certain areas.
How many Autobots was it? Good ones. No, I ain't gonna say good ones.
You talking about period or in the movie?
No, I'm talking about in this movie.
1, 2,
4 or 5?
5.
Okay, because I only remember 3.
Well, actually, that cameoed up because the plane.
6.
Yeah.
The plane was one I remember. Megatron and Mirage.
The motorcycle.
And Bumblebee after he died.
The chick. The motor.
I guess RC. RC.
Megatron.
Wheeljack, can't forget him.
What was Wheeljack at?
He was the van.
That was who we argued about.
I know who he is, but
he
what
was
he
the
in the
French
movie?
one. He was the French one. He had a racist joke in there too.
He had a Spanish accent. He was the Scooby Doo van.
The one with the
Remember
glasses.
He showed up when they got to Peru.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you
think
don't
it is.
remember him when we argued for like 45 minutes.
I
about
know
him.
who Wheeljack is. I don't remember him in the movie.
Yeah, that's just yeah.
How many? They only showed him once.
They showed him a
They
couple
showed him
times,
a couple times.
but he
After
didn't
they
have.
went to Peru, it seemed like he was in the rest of the movie.
Yeah, he wasn't nothing significant.
Yeah, I don't remember. That.
He fought.
Yeah.
So he did. Yeah, he got it. Yeah.
But it felt like they were trying to balance too many storylines, and it just made all of the storylines fall short. It felt like the whole storyline with Optimus Prime trying to not trusting humans and want he fuck y'all. We trying to get back home. That whole storyline, I thought the whole Unicron. I mean, ain't that what's called? I thought that whole thing was, well, I don't want to say Unicron, Scourge. I thought his whole shit after the first battle with the other on the other planet at the beginning of the movie.
The Maximals.
Yeah, and after the museum, they turned him into a straight bitch. I'm like, God damn.
Ooh, Scourge?
Yeah. The nigga went back to Unicron, got punked. Every time we seen him fight after that, he lost.
He lost every time he fought.
No, he didn't. At the beginning of the movie, they tried to make it seem like he was the most savage assassin out there, robot assassin out. And you can go. What would you about to say? 'Cause I was about to get on the whole nother tangent.
All right. Anytime you got Unicron in there, you're gonna you're gonna have to save the planet from getting eaten.
Regardless.
Anytime his name come up, and no matter what planet it is. But I get you a lot of the Transformer plots, except for Dark of the Moon. A lot of the plots are the same. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to destroy Earth or something like that. And what was it you said? Something. Okay, yeah, I know what I was getting ready to say. No, I ain't gonna even touch on Scourge yet. This movie is by far not a perfect movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As far as story wise, it's a mediocre story. As far as, just everything, a movie, period. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be split because this movie, and they were being somewhat. They was doing fan service. They did a lot of fan service. So a lot of us older fans who really into Transformers like that, I ain't gonna say,
they ain't want to hear y'all mouth this movie. That's all.
And that's basically what they did. So a lot of us looking at this movie like, man, this might be one of the best Transformers movies ever.
But it is.
But I don't see how you can say that.
Don't say it like.
How you can say that and say, oh, the plot mediocre and all this other shit. Like,
because the movie's not the best Transformers movie because of the story.
I don't even think the other
it's because of what we actually got in this movie. The thing is, it's the audience.
This is not better. This is not the best Transformers movie to me.
I think
story wise, it's not the.
It's not the best on no level.
Like the third or fourth best one.
That's another conversation for another day.
I like the first one. Dark of the Moon, and maybe the second Transformers movie. Maybe the second.
And the thing is, a lot of people who...
A lot of old heads.
No, I don't even want to say a lot of old heads. A lot of people who got introduced to Transformers with the Michael Bay movies, they feel a certain type of way about this movie.
I don't see how you got introduced to that.
I wouldn't say I got introduced, but I didn't pay attention to Transformers. Right. Like I might have watched a couple episodes of the cartoon.
But you just watched it and didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Exactly.
So the thing is, this movie was made for the fans of G1. Old, young, white, black. It don't matter. This movie was made for G1 fans. Yeah. And the people who are G1 fans love this movie like myself. But me being us reviewing movies, I see why a lot of people like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't all that.
Exactly. Like the end of the movie, I'm tired. Like the humans really didn't need to be at the end battle of the fight.
Well, we getting a full CGI movie to where it won't be no humans in it at all.
When?
Next year.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a sequel to this.
We more than likely we getting a sequel to this.
Yeah. But I wonder if the next one gonna be a G.I. Joe movie or is it gonna be another Transformers movie to where they cross over?
I hope they establish G.I. Joe in their own movie first before we get a crossover. And I think at some time, okay, we 2 movies in, they're gonna have to bring in Megatron and the rest of the Decepticons.
Because it's a whole Hasbro universe. So I'm sure they are. And we see that the Power Rangers exist in this universe.
In what universe?
This one, the little boy had on the T-shirt. His little brother.
The Power, they exist, or is it a TV show only in the universe?
Well,
Yeah, we just know that they exist.
well,
It's probably just
It's a whole Hasbro universe. So hey, who knows?
Hasbro got Power Rangers now.
Who knows? Sometime
Hasbro.
back,
They ain't always
sometime
had
later
Power
on.
Rangers?
Nah, they just
That was
got them, like
Bandai.
not too long ago. Maybe a few years ago they got them.
After the last movie that came out some years back, yeah, they was like, yeah, we done.
So I could see them popping up maybe a few movies down.
Barbie in this universe.
Yeah, they
Oh yeah, Barbie come out, or did they just come out?
I think they
It
had
might
a
have
Barbie
just
movie
come
come out.
It might have just came.
But like I said, I was a sexist ass little boy. I ain't like girl shit.
No, yeah, I'm not watching a Barbie movie.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it because it wasn't name. That's it though.
But yeah, but no, back to this though.
Margot
back to
Robbie.
this movie. So I like the action in this movie. I was wondering what made you question like you wonder if I was gonna like the action in it. Like I liked I think this might have been some of the best action in Transformers.
It wasn't the action. I might have misspoke when I said that. I was saying that I felt like Ron would probably like the movie better than you, period, overall. Because Ron can adapt to what's going on screen.
Yeah,
You, on the other hand, looking at it like, why they do that?
Exactly, because I was about to get into my why
yeah,
questions.
nitpick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beginning of the movie.
Luxury eyes.
Beginning of the movie. They're on a different planet, right?
Yeah.
Why do they look like animals?
Who?
I mean, I guess they had those animals
beast.
on that planet.
Okay, I'll take that. And when Scourge first show up, when he fight the older one and kill him, why don't he ever maximize? Just so they can wait to the end of the movie to show the beast maximize? Why don't he maximize when he about
Shit,
to
he
fight
ain't get
him?
no chance. The same reason they didn't maximize
I
at the
mean,
beginning.
he had a chance to.
They
pull
didn't
his
maximize
shit
to the
out.
end either, and they was fighting.
They did maximize it.
At the end, yeah, but they was fighting at the beginning.
No, they weren't.
You just said Scourge was whooping their ass.
No, they ran. And they ran.
It was a battle though.
It wasn't. They ran, talked, and then they ran off. And the older one fought Scourge and lost.
In the gorilla form. I'ma say budget. I'm saying budget for real because that's the only reason I can come up with on why didn't he transform or maximize at the beginning, you know, because that's an alt mode. That's not their regular mode. You see the Autobots always walking around until it's time to roll out. Then they transform. But all of that, I'm gonna say, is strictly budget.
Because I was gonna ask. I thought they only looked like that so that they can disguise themselves and blend in.
No.
So then why do they look like cars?
That's
and animals?
That's the way they mobilize.
But in Beast
they
Wars,
can
they walk
turn
around in
into
they beast
anything.
forms more than they did.
Yes, they
But see,
didn't maximize till they fought.
But they can turn into anything, can't they?
Yeah,
You
but
gotta
not.
Ron. He gotta school you on that.
What?
Beast Wars.
You say what?
But they can turn into anything, right?
Who?
No,
All of them.
No, they cannot.
no. One gripe I did have was Mirage. Mirage Transformers are only supposed to turn into what they can scan. So Mirage turning into all those different vehicles, and I get what y'all did with Ferrari too. Don't think I ain't noticed, but
Mirage was in their parking lot so long, he might have scanned all them motherfuckers.
But you can't just change at
Just
will.
store 'em.
Even if he was something before, he have to scan it again
And
and
his
change.
name Mirage. That was it's he.
But
That's why he told him, I change it to any car you want and you can sell it. And then I'm just going to be out.
And that's a gimmick they gave him for this movie. That's not how.
So why is his name Mirage?
That's just his Autobot name.
I thought it was just Mirage.
The thing
he
is,
could make duplicates of himself.
But see, the thing is,
that's what I thought it was.
That too, but I mean, Mirage is also mimicking.
But he can't do that in there.
No, he can't make duplicates of himself.
In the cartoon, he couldn't do that either?
No, he went invisible.
No, okay.
Just the 80s.
The definition for Mirage then and invisible still was the same in the 80s.
Right, but I mean, what was we gonna call him? Invisible?
Some you could call him translucent, or some call him something different.
Mirage was.
It's a lot of the dictionary is expensive.
The Autobot that could create a mirage of itself was actually Hound. From you know what I'm saying.
And let me guess, he couldn't hunt.
Oh shit!
No, the thing is, he was like the military strategist. Oh, he wasn't even a military strategist. He was just a military geek. But
to me that makes sense. That Mirage can do that. But
I mean, it does make sense. But I'm just saying, him making clones of himself or something like that, a Mirage. That's not what I had a problem with. Him transforming his actual self into different vehicles. Can't none of them do that.
But to me, that's maybe they just not unique like that. They all the same.
They are. They all got the same biology.
See,
well, technology, whatever you want to
call
it.
It would be better if they all had like
maybe
unique.
in this universe they can.
Yeah, it'd be better if they all had some type of unique shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
If they can. I don't know why Bumblebee still riding around looking like an old busted Camaro. But.
Man, that motherfucking Camaro was clean at first.
Wasn't clean till he came back to life. That's why he looks so different. That nigga was clean.
But nah, they not supposed to. Like he turned to the trash truck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can mass shift, so but that's not typical for them to just be able to change like that at will to a different vehicle.
Unless they see one and scan it, then turn into it. And then he would have to scan.
And it's
so goofy to call
Transformers.
Porsche. They should be
to
able
go back to a Porsche.
Yeah. Anything.
Well, he wasn't a Porsche. You seen that Formula One race car that he turned into? That's actually his mode in G1. But what I said about the Ferrari, just to let y'all know, they didn't show the Ferrari because you notice all his modes were the same color, the gray and blue. Ferrari don't let you do none of that with their vehicles.
Nah.
What you mean?
If he showed up as a Ferrari, he'd have to be black or red or white, whatever color they make them in. They couldn't have had a blue and gray Ferrari sitting there and not got the brake suit off them.
Yeah, and they said that was an ode to Michael Bay because he used the black Porsche in Bad Boys, so they wanted to show a little ode to him by using a Porsche in this. But I like Mirage. I like Pete Davidson playing him. I thought he was the best part of the movie. Like I said, I thought it was the story to the movie was a little clunky, and that probably because they was trying to juggle a little too much.
Yeah.
But I like the action. I would say the third act of this movie I liked better than The Flash that we just reviewed and watched. I liked it better than that. I will say that.
Yeah, their third act was better. It just wasn't a better movie.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that too. Yeah, I would say that too.
I'm biased, so.
But I'm gonna watch it again though, cause you know what I'm saying. I ain't seen it in theaters.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm biased, so y'all.
Oh, we knew that.
Right.
We reviewed. How many reviews we got? I am too.
I'm not.
I am. I
try to be objective.
If I like the shit, I don't.
Man, when it comes to
this
Transformers, even
word
if I
didn't
don't
make-
like it, I try to make myself like it. And I actually really, really, really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed this. I liked Bumblebee. People say, Bumblebee one of the better Transformers movies. It is. But I like this better than I like Bumblebee. It's not a better movie than Bumblebee, but my preference is I would watch this before I watch Bumblebee again.
Because it's more of a Transformers
And this is another one I
movie.
want to see again too. I'm starting to, man, I need to see movies twice, man, before I could make a assessment, but I think after the second view, so you can catch shit that
get a
you
real
ain't catch.
feel of it.
Yeah, get a real feel of the movie. But I'm trying to get better at doing it
But-
in one take. But
For me to keep it consistent, some parts of the CGI in this, I was like, yeah, y'all miss Michael Bay on this.
Mm-hmm.
what parts? Because I ain't seen them parts.
It was just throughout the movie. They looked too
You ain't
animated.
You ain't like Mirage ankles in one scene.
Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. They just looked too. They looked too
His
animated.
joints was off.
It was one.
Oh
scene.
no, hey,
It was
what, bruh? That one scene when she cut that nigga Achilles,
Yeah.
or was it the back of his knee?
Whatever, yeah.
I was like, ooh, I know that hurt.
But it was one part. I think it was when they was in that warehouse or whatever. They showed Bumblebee in like the background of like all of them. That nigga was just like a mush of yellow. Like he wasn't even like detailed. You could tell that they were just like, oh, he in the
You
back.
talk about when the camera front focus on what's in front of it and in the background blurry?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that.
I was gonna say
It
like
wasn't
that's
that.
the camera.
It was just like they was focused on somebody else, but you could still see the shit
The
in the
CGI
background.
wasn't clean.
It just it wasn't finished.
But I do think they're gonna give us a actual Beast Wars movie. I think that's why the only reason that they put them in this because they're gonna actually give us a Beast Wars movie. They testing the waters. I don't think they wanted to quite. Transformers and Hasbro and Paramount, they not in a good place right now to where they can just throw money down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to test the waters and see what works. And they see, okay, this work. We can get off with a Beast Wars movie.
But I thought it would like the depth of the Falcon or whatever, the little bird. Like I thought it would have hit more
That wasn't a Hulk.
if they had have just focused a little bit more on their storyline versus the humans or whatever.
So the Transformers, they come down as humanoids and then they scan something and they change into it. I just think they
they not. They
obviously
not even humanoids.
The Beast don't.
Beast not they're not Transformers though.
And
That's what I was getting at.
the Beasts are actually evolved Transformers.
So they're not. So they are.
They are Transformers,
I didn't
but
know that.
they've evolved. They're they descendants.
They're descendants of.
So they animals.
No, they're actual Transformers, but they have the ability to basically turn to cyborgs, like animals, and you know what I'm saying, with animal fur and stuff and metal. The Autobots and Decepticons can't do that. Like the Dinobots was pure metal.
So
In this one, you could see the fur on them.
So in this version of the Transformers, they didn't come down from whatever planet they was. What's the name of their planet?
Cybertron.
They didn't come back from Cybertron
No.
looking like. They didn't come down here looking like. They came in looking like humans, like they're
No.
humanoids. Not in skin, but they look like our robot, like
and Michael Bay's I see what you're saying. And Michael, they look like skeleton.
exoskeleton. Yeah,
Michael Bay's they did.
but I'm saying what they look like in this.
In this, they look like they look transformed. They just had different parts on it to match their alt mode.
That's trash.
That's how it was in G1.
That's
They look
trash.
exactly the same. It's just they parts that they transformed to just look different. They body and everything was the same.
And why was the Beast so big?
So so they don't have to. So you saying they don't have to scan nothing really? They could just fight how they look.
Right. Only reason they scan stuff is to blend in.
Blend in. Which I don't know why they were trying to blend in on another planet, but
It was life on that planet.
it was.
Yeah, at the beginning they was like, this planet. Scourge was like, yeah, I like this planet. It's full of life. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't show none of the life on there.
Yeah, I thought he was
Budget.
just like talking.
Nah,
Like,
budgets. That's what I say. Budgets, man. They done have Michael Bay.
Man, we gotta
budget
stop
for
blaming
this.
stuff on budget. It was probably just a bad take or something that hit the cutting room floor.
a lot of stuff do be budget though.
Okay.
Like
Be
they
the funny part,
didn't.
and it do be the cutting room floor, but a lot of shit be budget
They don't have Michael Bay budget.
in time. A lot of shit be budget, time, and cutting room flow.
Yeah, and I heard they cut a lot of this because they wanted to get this under a certain running time. So hopefully we can get a director's cut of this, which we won't.
Nah, probably not. Probably not. But I do feel like that hurt the movie though. I thought if they would have focused more of the Beast, more of the storyline, more of the human storyline, I think a lot of it would have hit a little bit more. Cause like Dominic Fishback, I don't believe we probably gonna get her back.
Nope.
So her whole little storyline, which her little nervousness and see, it feel like
How about to do we want her back?
like
'Cause I don't.
Anthony Ramos being a technology technician or whatever, being good with electronics. Like I thought that would come up during the movie, but
It did. Well,
no, it didn't.
at the end, yes, they did.
How?
When they recruited him to G.I. Joe.
They didn't recruit him for that.
Yeah, they
They
did.
recruited him because he helped them.
No, he did. He specifically said your knowledge on in something. I can't exactly what he said, but your knowledge of something will be helpful with us. And then he looked at the card.
He didn't say his knowledge in electronics.
He said his knowledge of whatever he do.
Because the only thing we saw him do electronically was put the car back together.
What car?
Mirage.
He did some shit at the beginning.
Put the he made the cable.
He did some shit at the end, but that's what he do. That's why they got him. They ain't just picking him up because he ain't do shit but run. He ain't do shit till he got that little suit. And still, well, it's a lot of that shit he shouldn't. I don't know how but the suit got super strength. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Still should
assuming.
have got his ass whooped by a Transformer, but whatever.
I told you what Scourge was after the first half of the movie.
Shit, all of them was.
Fact.
Can you see how Bumblebee knocked out Nightbird?
Yeah. Well, I don't know names, but yeah. Yeah, after they was running through shit, but that's what I be saying.
But when
All
they
the
ran through
villains
shit, what was they
always-
running through? I'm trying to feel like I don't remember them fighting the Transformers, scourging them.
Man, they beat their ass at the museum.
Yeah, that was that though.
Yeah.
So what part y'all talking about when they fight again?
But we talking about
At
the
the end?
museum. When he
They fought in Peru.
At the end?
yeah.
But they had
Well, that was
help.
like the middle.
Them niggas had help though at the end. Well, actually, the Terracon, they was deep. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
But them little stupid things that was whooping Anthony Ramos and them, they should have been able to just, I don't know, step on them or something. But I guess it was too many.
But like I enjoyed the action. Like the museum fight. I enjoyed Peru. I thought that they was gonna go a little bit, like I said, the whole changing of the bird Aria, whatever her name was, Arian.
Hellraiser.
Yeah, Aria. That was crazy. I thought that it would have just hit a little bit more.
They
if
changed
They had
it?
to hit that
What you mean changed it? What you mean they changed?
because she was changing into a Terracon
Oh,
when old boy put the little shit into her. Like I thought the whole little change would have just hit more. Like I didn't give a fuck about it. Like that old boy had to kill
I
her.
feel you. I think that was cuts and edits.
Especially after they hadn't seen each other since they been there. Like he probably didn't give a fuck about killing her. For real.
he had no choice. Shit.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell. The thing is, the reason I didn't look too much into the Maximals because they didn't have any Predacons. You know what I'm saying? They were still dealing with like the Terracons. They were still vehicles. You know what I'm saying? So they was just a offshoot of Decepticons. The Maximals are hit harder fighting the Predacons. So like I said, it was just.
I mean, that was cool once they transformed. I'm like, all right, they actually transformed. And they wasn't bad either.
Yeah.
Everybody had their weapons and shit.
it was cold too.
Yeah, so
But
I'm
it
like,
just felt like they was there just for that though.
Just for what?
And the thing is, I did wish we'd have got a little more of them
I mean, yeah,
actual
I do.
fighting.
I wish I got a little bit more.
because once they transformed and got the fighting, I'm like, yeah, they cold.
But big ass robot gorillas and cheetahs and shit can't walk around like that. So
I wouldn't
had to
have
stay
minded
stationary.
them fighting the Transformers for a little bit, like in the middle of the movie when they first.
they was
see each
about
other.
to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
They was about to,
They ain't need to though.
but like just give us a little something.
Man, Prime was for the bus at them niggas.
Facts.
But they ain't-
The damn Rhino changed. Next thing I know, he back a Rhino. I'm like what's going on here? But like I say, budget.
Hey, Cheetor cold.
Yeah. Big ass cheetah.
I can't wait till we get. If we do get that, if they do get their own, that shit. Man, that white cheetah gonna come. Dinobot gonna come. That shit gonna be hard.
But
What's the rat name? The rat trap. I'm surprised he wasn't in
Rat Trap.
this. Because he was there. I guess they wouldn't need to know no technology because they was in the fucking jungle. So,
But that's what I was gonna say. Just for a casual fan, for like me, when you were saying that, said the name of the movie is called Rise of the Beast. So you would think like that you would get a little bit of that, like understand, like if you just put them in here to test the waters to see how people react to them, and like maybe we will get a full on Beast Wars movie. But I don't know if you call this movie Rise of the Beast. I'd like to see the Rise of the Beast.
yep, that's what I said. I actually only wanted to see this for that.
Great. Well, I guess you was right. I guess you was right, Sid.
What?
About the Beast War fans versus the Generation 1 fans.
Yeah. Grades.
I mean, I liked the G1 shit, but I just didn't know it was G1. I thought they were doing their own shit.
I'm gonna give it a B plus. I'm gonna give it a B plus because I love this movie, but I'm just not gonna go throwing out A's just on GP.
GP.
On G1.
Purpose. Of general purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go C plus. Gave Flash a B minus. I think I'm gonna put that. I think this is a notch lower than that. But just because of the story, just being, and not to say the story is like bad, but it's just like typical. It's just like how many times y'all can do this shit. So just like come up with something a little newer. But other than that, the action's good. So it's an enjoyable movie to sit down and watch and have on in the background. Which I would probably say that about all the Transformer movies. What? When I say to have in the background, I don't mean to diss it like that, like something that you would never pay attention to. I just mean like it's something that if you saw it on, that you would go to it and stay on it. Like all the Transformer movies, really. Like if you just saw them on, like the first one come on FX all the damn time.
Let me see.
I
Because I
hope
do want
that
to see
sound
this
like
again.
this.
I do want to see this movie again.
Yeah.
And like I said, it wasn't bad. I just wish I had more. Only thing I didn't really like was the fact that I ain't have more shit from the Beast. You know what I'm saying? So I go B plus. B plus.
For sure. B plus.
Might change when I watch it again.
B plus.
Because I did think
C
Anthony.
plus.
I liked what Anthony ran. I liked his little storyline. I didn't care for old girls, but I didn't see her in future Transformer movies anyway.
Right.
Who else was in this movie? Was it the only two humans in the movie?
I mean,
And the dude that gave him the job?
His mom and
Yeah, that's-
his little brother.
Oh yeah, his mom tripping.
Everybody
yeah.
else didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess so, because I really looked at it like the nigga ain't really had no storyline.
He definitely did.
I would love you to tell me it.
I mean, struggling, trying to find a job. You know what I'm saying? He stumbled.
That bullshit.
Right. That's what it was, though.
Only reason they showed us.
But
that
you like
interview-
Anthony,
only reason they showed us that interview
Anthony's
was to show
Fishback
us
or
that
whatever
he
the fuck
got-
she was talking about.
was to show us that she, because at least her background actually helped the story. At least she was actually
His
helping.
did too.
At least I would
Put the
love
car,
for you to
he
tell me
put the
how.
car back together,
That's
and
in the end of the movie.
it don't matter. He did that. We were just talking about the G.I. Joe shit. His specialty finna get
See, but you
exploited.
talking about stuff in other movies.
Yeah, but that's why it happened in this movie though.
You just said when we brought up G.I. Joe that he didn't do nothing for them to up outside of electronics for them to recruit him.
Oh, what I meant as far as the fight, we was talking about the fight scenes.
Oh, yeah. To me, like he really didn't, outside of the skeleton Like he really was just there. It felt like.
That's how she felt to me, because she really didn't do nothing.
See, I don't see how you can feel that way.
Because she didn't.
Because she was actually coming. She was the one.
She figured out that one thing with the symbols. That's it.
She told him to go to Peru.
That's it, though.
She the one that found.
They would have found it out regardless. They didn't need her to do that. They was gonna figure it out.
They didn't even know that it was in the owl until she opened the owl up.
They would have found it though. That's just how the movie would have played out. They would have found it without her.
I mean, yeah, of course. If they would have written it another way, I'm talking about the way that it was written. Her character actually played along the storyline and actually moved it forward. He was just, all right.
Like I said, I gotta watch it again. So, but she didn't. It didn't seem like she moved too much forward to me. I mean, besides the little thing, I guess.
She always was the historian that was giving them all the facts.
Gave him one thing, and that was a symbol. And she did. She only
she gave him the code. She figured out the code into the temple.
What code?
The shit on the ground when they was trying to get into the temple. She found it and figured it out in Peru. She the one that told them to go to Peru. She the one that figured out the wall painting she the one that figured out the beast before any of them even knew about them. From the little wall painting. She was figuring all this shit out. Man, when you watch it again, you will see it.
No, I remember these parts, and I just don't see how that moved nothing forward.
That's been views of a flick. I'm Will I Am the 4, aka Big Willie.
Because they still was on the way looking for it. So
that said, that's Ron Jarobi.
What's happening?
Dude said. And that's been our views of Would you about to say something?
No.
That's been our views of Transformers: Rise of the Beast. We're gonna see y'all next time. Peace.